So I'm here with Neil from Screaming Chimp Chili Sauce. And first of all, congratulations on your award.
Thank you very much.
And can you start off by giving us a brief overview of what the business is all about?
Yeah. So we produce and supply chili sauces made with fresh chili for a start. Most of them are vegan friendly, apart from the mayonnaise. Of course, it's got egg in it. Most of them are free of the main 14 allergens as well. We just wanted as many people to eat them as possible, so that's why I chose that route. And I wanted them to be a nice clean read and be good for your gut health, your nervous system, all those things. So that's why I make them nice and clean.
Yeah, and alongside the chilies used, you really focus on putting a lot of, putting minimal but clean, fresh ingredients into your sauces. Why is that so important to keep it perhaps as simple as possible, in a sense?
Why is it important? Because I know a lot of these additives, they're not very good for your body. They're not very good for your, for your nervous system, for your gut health, for your brain over time, over a prolonged period of time. And also, when I was bottling wine, we used to add the SO2, and that whenever I opened the bottle of wine afterwards, that was the first thing I could smell and taste. I was like, I don't want that. I want to taste the food. So that's why I don't put that kind of thing in my product. I know the mouthfeel from starches and things like that, bulking agents, I get that. So I wanted it to feel clean in your mouth. The taste, it might be textured and people might not like the actual texture of it, i.e. the pineapple sauce, because it's quite fibrous. But it's clean and it's tasty and it goes with more food than things do with, with all those other products in it.
And you yourself, you've been a bit of a pioneer in the industry, rather, since you began. Was it 7 or 8 years ago?
7.5 years ago, yeah.
Began this, began Screaming Chimp.
Yeah, Screaming Chimp, yeah.
So what sort of things have you brought to the industry since you began working with chilies?
Well, actually, I've got one here. So let me just show you. There it is. Here's pineapple chili sauce. So yeah, there were no pineapple chili sauces on the planet before I did this. So I know that because when I came up with the idea, we were sat at a Brazilian restaurant in Nerja in Spain, and they bring out pineapple at the end of your meal, all the steaks and the sausages, and I said, what are you bringing out pineapple for? He said, well, it's got enzymes in it which breaks down protein. It's very good at aiding digestion. Okay. I hope you break down all that food so you can get all those nutrients from the food a little bit easier. Right, chili pineapple sauce. None. Anywhere. So I was like, I'm going to make the first one. Yeah. So as soon as I got back home, I was like, right, I'm buying some pineapples and I'm just going to chop. And that was that. I was just cracked on with it. And it used to be my worst selling sauce. Now it's my best selling sauce throughout the year. It sells better in different places, but and in shops it sells really, really badly because people are put off by the idea of pineapple in a bottle. Yeah. But once people have tried it, they buy it. There's very few people that, it's like out of 100, one person doesn't buy it. Yeah. Yeah,
and you've got a really creative range of sauces. Each one is different from the next. What sort of process do you go through? Because you make them all yourself, don't you? So what sort of process do you go through to create something new? Is it just comes to you?
Yeah, it does. Well, I've always been in... I've got to thank my mum for this. Thanks, Mum. My mum was a home economics teacher. She taught us about food right from being my little boy's age, 3.5, 4 years old. And so I've always... Like, you know what each ingredient is in your mind's eye. You're kind of like, right, that tastes like this. Okay, that goes with that goes with that, blah, 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 blah. And you kind of work it out in your head before even getting it onto paper and then before even putting it into a pan. So I haven't really had any fails yet. It's, generally speaking, it's been first time, first cook. Okay. Yeah. First time. First cook. That's the very first sauce. Oh my God. Anyway, listen. So that's the kind of. It's like I taste the chili I'm growing, i.e. the chocolate habanero sauce. So that I made last Friday. Yeah. That's called monkey lime, and people kept on asking me to make a chili and lime sauce. I'm like, I don't like lime. Probably going to make a rubbish version of something if I don't like lime. And then I was growing chocolate habanero, so I put lime together, demerara sugar, these chocolate habaneros in a pan, and just, it's missing something. So I just added something else, and then added something else, and it was like, that's perfect. That's exactly what I do. Wrote everything down, bosh, these are the grammage, upscale it, bosh, that's it. That's the sauce. So that's how it turns out. I quite like lime. So now I really like lime, and I'm like, I put this sauce in my guacamole, I put it in loads of wraps and all these other things, mix it into mayonnaise and hummus and stuff like that. So those things, they just come to you, It might be from a chili that you grow in, like Let Me Be Your Fantasy.
Okay.
I was growing Ahi Fantasy chilies. I decided I was going to make a sauce called Let Me Be Your Fantasy. Ooh, let's get it ready for Valentine's Day. Ooh, Valentine's Day, love art bottles. That kind of process, it just goes on like that. So,
And aside from the retail side, you appear at a lot of events and so forth as well. Tell us a little bit more about what type of events you often appear at and what's perhaps coming up later in 2024.
Yeah, okay. So, for instance, even just last weekend on Sunday, I was at Ripon Market. The day before, I was at Hartlepool Marina Market. So they're good things. But I like doing food festivals as well. So Bishop Auckland Food Festival, Seaham Food Festival, Berwick Food and Drink Festival. Lots and lots of different things. Last year I went to Cardiff, Foodies. This year I'm going to Windsor in, I think that's May or June. I can't remember. I've got so many going. I just kind of, what am I making this week? Which events have I got? Or, because it's constant rolling on. Yeah. But I'm going to Windsor because League of Fire are doing the chili festival there. They're the chili part of it. So I want to get involved with that. I'm friends with a lot of people there. You know a lot of people in the chili industry. I've helped a lot of people in the industry actually over the years. So it's nice I'll be able to meet some of them after they've been going for a couple of years. Do you know what I mean?
See where they're at.
Yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations on your award.
Well, thank you.
And thanks for taking time to speak to us today.
Yeah, thank you.
Good man. Thank you.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
Neil.
Thanks, guys. Keep on chipping.